I'm David Speed.
I'm Adam Brazier.
And we run a company called Graffiti Life, as well as many other businesses,
including the podcast Creative Rebels.
And we're based in Shoreditch in London. We started Graffiti Life because we felt like there was kind of a gap in the market. If you didn't already know a graffiti artist, where could you find one if you wanted to, say, commission them? And it came at a time where a lot of people were getting sent to prison for doing graffiti, and we saw it as a much more positive art form. I didn't want to go to prison for it, and I also thought, let's turn it into something where we can help all of the amazing artists that we know actually make a living from doing this rather than be chased down the streets for it.
We started the Creative Rebels podcast in January this year. It's a podcast for creative entrepreneurs. Our kind of aim is for people to just be happy in their work, because we interview a lot of great people who are happy in what they do. So whether they're freelance, they start their own business, or they've kind of worked in a corporate environment and thought, like, can't handle this anymore, and gone and done something more fun.
There's lots of freelance issues that come up in the podcast because I think there's so many people that are going through similar things. So I think when you are a freelancer, the world can seem quite cloudy and no one really knows which direction to go. So I think the good thing about our podcast is just to make you feel like you're not alone. So all of the issues that everyone's going through, whether it's how much to charge, like how to deal with a difficult client, whatever it is that are the blocks on everyone's story, whatever they've been through, there'll be other people out there that can relate to those stories and they can learn from them.
I think having a community in what you do is so important, like especially like for me when we first started, like none of my friends are creative. I don't hang around with other creative people, so to form a community was so important. I had to find people, whether that's kind of going to events like something like Underpinned, or just networking online. Like I've met so many people, made so many friends through just connecting with other creatives online.
I think one of the challenging things in the freelance industry that I'd probably like to see change is just transparency. I think that we're all in this together and there's no scarcity. There's enough work for everyone, and being honest and open with other people, although like maybe one person will bite you and they'll steal your work or whatever happens, but like for that one person, there's 10 people that if you help them along the way, that's good business, because they will then help you, they'll remember it. Don't give in order to get something back, but the more people you help, the more it will forward your business on. We run 4 businesses and we're in a particularly busy period, so there's a lot going on, but for us the podcast has given us a new lease of life. And it's so rewarding, like just getting DMs from people saying how much we've helped them, and just seeing like our little babies like going out there, and like when you see them start to crush it, it's just amazing.
Yeah, so I think going forward it will just be absolutely more of that. If we can scale what we're doing currently, that's our aim. The more people we can help, the better.